Last time on Deathmark. I'm hoping he can give us some advice about Karazu Amusement Park. Ah, Banshee! Oh, just having a little bit of fun is all. I'm house sitting, obviously. Yashiki isn't here, after all. Curious, they took their flashlight and shined it up toward the sound. And what they saw there? Whoa! I pulled the flashlight I swiped from Banshee out of my bag. Light on. Let the investigation begin. Greetings, my beautiful viewers! I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Deathmark, Chapter 7, as I'm going to call it, Karazu Amusement Park. So we can look around, map of the entire amusement park. Yeah, last time we found out that Yashiki isn't home right now, so Moe and Tsukasa are going to investigate the place. Oh joy. Let's see, go-karts, merry-go-round. Place didn't have many attractions, huh? It's a pretty small amusement park. Plus it looks like they were almost done with the demolition work. Let's not get sidetracked. Might as well head straight for the Ferris Wheel. Oh, I hear flies. Not good. What? No signage. Seems like there's a counter. Guessing this must be the information kiosk. That's a shame. It's closed up tight. If you broke it, we'd be committing property damage, all while trespassing. Let's be careful. Tsukasa gives me a warning. Exploring a rundown park with a kid from a family lawyer. Very undesirable situation. You're not wrong. There's graffiti written in spray paint. Probably something left behind by groups of delinquents who used to mess around in the area. Is doing something like this fun? I question the character of anyone who engages in those sort of activities. Well, I guess it's possible Tsukasa may rebel against his parents because of all the pressure and become a delinquent. No, I can't imagine that happening at all. Yeah, I doubt it would be him. What? Looks like a ticket booth. Peek inside through the window, but all I can see is trash scattered around. Apparently there was a body found at front gate of H Amusement Park. Yeah, apparently there was a hanging body found at the Ferris Wheel. In front of his orange barricade, the kind you often see at construction sites. Figure the entry would be prohibited. Come on, Moe, let's turn back. Says the reluctant Tsukasa, but... No, wait. You can easily enter here. Came all the way here. There's no way we can just turn back without entering. Well, let's ignore the barricade and enter the park. Moving around. Yes, I remember this. Okay. Go over the barricade and pass through the gates. Proceed down the walkway that stretches into the park. On the way we spot a building that was in the process of being demolished. All the glass has been shattered. Probably the work of delinquents. Reach a T intersection in the walkway. Standing right there was... an old torii gate. What's a torii gate doing in an amusement park? It feels misplaced. Tsukasa, do you know what this torii gate is? No, I haven't heard anything about it. Moe, you've come here once before, right? Don't you have an idea what it is? I don't remember seeing this torii gate. All I remember about this place are fun things like the Ferris Wheel and the roller coaster. Didn't really have an interest in spirits back then. I also didn't hear anything about a torii gate in any of the rumors about Karazu Amusement Park. I think there's no connection with the rumors. This is a barrier! God, this is a barrier! It's definitely a barrier made to seal away a vengeful deity into some sanctuary. You got that idea from the occult fiction novel, didn't you? I'd recommend you read some more useful literature. Occult novels can be useful, too. On the other side of the torii gate, I can see the star of the rumors, the Ferris Wheel. Came here to investigate, so this destination's a must-visit. Going to the map and the pamphlet, going right will take us to the Ferris Wheel. Let's hurry to our goal without getting sidetracked. Because of the weird torii gate, it feels a bit creepy here. Oh, this place is tiny. The going Ferris wheel isn't that way. Okay, we went to the right. Teacups! Just beyond, I can see the Ferris wheel. Our destination's only a little further ahead. Let's see what's around here. This is where all the teacups are operated. Only slightly bigger than a telephone booth. Definitely seems like it'd be hard for us to fit in, both of us to fit inside. Something's falling on the floor. It looks like a box. Probably just junk. Don't waste your time with that. Better just ignore it. If you say something like that, it's going to make me want to not ignore it. I'll just take a peek inside. I tell Tsukasa to wait and I go inside alone. There's a machine with buttons inside the cramped room. Of course, it's no longer working. On the floor... old toolbox. Handle and lid are covered in some kind of sticky liquid. So gross and filthy. I want to look inside, but I still don't want to touch it. Probably force yourself to do it, but only if there's really a good reason to open it. Okay. And the description of the ride on the signboard, at least I think that's what it is, but it's so dirty and rusty it's impossible to read. So many of the signboards in this rundown place are in such bad condition you can't even read them anymore. Seems like this place is in the middle of a forest and it hasn't been cared for in years. By the way, don't journalists normally scout places out or do a preliminary investigation? You really don't think before you act. You came straight to the scene of the incident without doing any research, Moe. It's exactly as he said. It's a bad habit of mine. I often get impatient and charge into things thoughtlessly. Moe, this is what got you suspended from the roof in your underwear. Not good, kid! But speaking of investigating things, think of trying to look into an old missing persons case with Ata's help. Miss has been taking computer lessons from Ata these days when he gets a break from work. We have a computer in the editorial department, but nobody there knows how to use it that well. Yeah, this is like back during the days of like payphones and things. Maybe I could get some lessons from Ata too. If I get the hang of it, maybe it'll boost my reputation. Trash! It's toppled over abandoned trash can. Peek inside. Ooh, a worn out talisman. Pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth through me. Ooh, got spirit power! Worn out talisman crumbles away silently in my hand. Right, I forgot, like, you have to use spirit power in this game, unlike the second game. Teacups lined up side by side. A very typical amusement park ride. So this is the teacup ride. A ride where one is continuously spun in high velocities for a few minutes. By the time the ride's finished, I'd probably end up forgetting a theorem or two. Tsukasa, have you never ridden a teacup ride before? What's your favorite amusement park ride then? Never ridden on an amusement park attraction, so I can't answer that question. Huh? So you've never been to an amusement park before? Today's your first time? Well, yeah, is there something you want to say? So that's how it is. Guess since he spent so much time studying, he probably didn't have a chance to play with family or friends. Hey, don't look at me like I'm some pitiful kid. I'm fine. I'd rather focus on doing the best I can on my tests. I only get one chance to get the highest possible score. There will always be opportunities to have fun later. That is not how life works. Then after passing your test, why don't you go somewhere fun as a reward, Tsukasa? How would I do that? Well, I suppose there's plenty of time between the tests. I could think about going somewhere. Oh, I know. Do you have any interest in zoos? Is it the zoo you went when you became a middle schooler? Yep. It's in the neighboring prefecture, and there are rumors of ruins where ghosts appear. So you just recommend somewhere you want to go yourself? Jeez. Okay, so apparently we need to go forward. This is the Ferris wheel from all the rumors. One of the people that never came back saw it here. Weird corpse hanging from the gondola. Timidly, I pointed the flashlight toward the gondola. Phew, there's nothing here. Let out a deep sigh of relief. Wait, shh, I shouldn't be relieved. If there's nothing there, then I'm in trouble. I mean, no scoop. I should at least try to find some clues that either prove or dismiss the rumors. Okay, let's get a better look at the Ferris wheel. You okay with that, Tsukasa? No response. Tsukasa? I don't see Tsukasa anywhere. No way, he was with me just now. No, Tsukasa. Where'd you go? Answer me! Oh, thank God. There he is. He stumbles out of a nearby bush. You don't need to shout. I can hear you, you know. Jeez, where'd you run off to? Sorry. Just, couldn't help myself. Tsukasa's fidgeting. Couldn't help himself with that. I think he heeded nature's call. Oh, so that's what happened. He's embarrassed. He can't say why. In that case, I'll just leave it alone. I know when to be tactful. Okay, let's focus on and get mentally prepared to check out this Ferris wheel. Okay. Wonder what this is. Looks like a bag of fertilizer. That's road salt. They call it sidewalk salt. It's got it on the road to keep ice from forming on it. Salt part is because it mainly consists of sodium chloride. Lowers the water's freezing points. Oh, excuse me, you're already a high schooler, so you probably know all that. It's fine, it was super informative. Shows up on a test, I'll definitely pass. That was close, good thing I didn't wonder aloud if it was fertilizer. There's a signboard with a description of the Ferris wheel. According to the text, the diameter of the wheel is 30 meters and its maximum height is 34 meters. It's on the relatively small side. I believe I remember that the largest Ferris wheel in Japan is 100 meters tall. Yeah, they have really big Ferris wheels in Japan. Is that so? Tsukasa sure knows everything. Oh. I pushed up on the right stick and it did that. That was weird. But the Ferris wheel, it's Ferris wheel's control room. Peeking from the window, I can see it's filled with garbage. I guess the linguists use it as their dump. It's the gondola at ground level. Can't open the door though. The handle's wrapped with wires. Oh, well, those are tight. Doesn't seem like you're going to do them barehanded. Until you can cut them, it would be another story. Toolbox from earlier. Oh, okay.
What?
Gross, but maybe something useful inside the toolbox. Maybe something that can cut wires. Push through the grossness! I can open the box without using the handle, but clasp is another story. I have to touch it in order to get it unfastened. Place my hand on the clasp. Slamming sensation on my fingers. It's disgusting. It's giving me goosebumps all over. I unfasten the clamp and open the lid. I reflexively turn away at the sight. Why are there so many slugs inside? Control my breathing mentally, prepare myself, and slowly open my eyes. Inside the toolbox, slugs are moving around vigorously. Come, they haven't shriveled up and died. They're locked inside the toolbox, right? Means they were put inside recently? Why would someone do that? It makes no sense. There's a few things mixed in with the slugs. Looks like packing tape and pliers. Seem useful. I really want them. In order to get them, I'll have to put my fingers inside the slug box. This is for my scoop! Brace myself and thrust my thumb and index finger into the writhing mass of slugs. Ew! Ew! The slugs! They're touching my fingies! They're damp, cold, slimy, and moist. The thing I almost screamed, but I forced myself to choke back my scream down my throat. I don't want to frighten Tsukasa. I swiped the packing tape and then the pliers from the toolbox of slugs. Task successfully completed. I got pliers and packing tape. Perfect. After repeatedly wiping my hands and the tools clean, I go outside. Moe, your face is covered in sweat. What exactly happened in there? Just a little, I don't want to voice my horrific experience, so I said I half-heartedly evaded the question. Whoopsie, I didn't mean nothing inside but the slug-filled box. I need to go back inside. Good. Wait. Where did that blood come from? That blood was not there before. Okay. Pull out the pliers I picked up from the clasp and clasp the wire tight in the bladed base. Okay, holding the wire in position, I squeezed firmly. Nice, it cuts through. Thought it was a bit tough with these pliers. Would have been an easier job with wire cutters. Beggars can't be choosers. All I can do is persist and do my best with what I've got. And there, I've cut them all. Finally enter the gondola. I don't know if I wanna. I enter first and Tsukasa follows behind. Pretty cramped with two of us inside. Why would it be cramped? There should be plenty of room for two people in there. That looks like sardines or something.
Huh?
Metal tin of candy drops on the seat. Takes you back. Hanma drops. Used to love these when I was a kid. Never liked the peppermint flavor though. I always left those ones alone. After I voice my candy preferences, Tsukasa pipes up. You sure have the taste buds of a child if you don't like peppermint, Moe. But I have to say, peppermint sure is amazing. My mother grew some mint, so I know a few things about it myself. She used it as garnish and flavoring for cooking, of course. But she even used it as insect repellent and herbal medicine. Oh! There goes Tsukasa rattling off all his knowledge. While I nonchalantly tune him out, I place the tin of candy drops in my bag. Got the Hanma drops. Wait, you're taking that with you? There's no doubt it's past its expiration date. Didn't they teach you not to pick up food off the floor when you were in elementary school? Not taking it to eat it. Taking it for the tin. Just look at it. It's got a cute design. Changed tin designs for this candy recently. Having this style from the past makes it rare. So if it's rare... So what if it's rare? It's trash. Failed to understand the appeal, but you do whatever you want. I have a feeling that peppermint might be useful later.
What?
Slip of paper the size of my palm there. On our illustrations of a cute frog lined up in rows. Look like stickers. This frog is Keropo. Keropo is the mascot of H Amusement Park. I remember that from the pamphlet. These Keropo stickers must be merchandise from H Amusement Park. Okay, got the stickers. Moe, just now you scooped like it was almost like it was the most obvious thing to do. Mister would do the same, no hesitation at all. Tsukasa let out a big sigh. Kind you let out when you're fed up. My mom lets out that kind of sigh often, too. It's to commemorate this moment. Came all this way to the amusement park, didn't we? What's wrong with taking a souvenir? This amusement park's abandoned, though. Why would you want to commemorate coming to this to a place like this? Whatever, just do what you want. What are the candy and stickers doing here? Did some kids sneak in here during the demolition and turn this into their play hideout or something? Said maybe a demolition worker noticed them and wrapped those wires around the handle so they couldn't get in. Wouldn't be good if there was an accident after all. You see the scenery outside. Gondola's door's closed. Hey, Tsukasa, did you close the door? Tsukasa protests. I didn't do anything. It closed on its own. So did the wind do it? The door's made of metal and the wind isn't blowing that hard. I can't imagine that being the case. The gondola didn't sway just now, did it? Oh no! We're swaying! Does this mean... No way! You're kidding me, the Ferris wheel is moving! Get out of the gondola! Tsukasa, open the door! Still good, it won't open! Oh no. Gondola moved a bit off the ground. It's dark, so I don't know for sure, but we're probably about 10 meters up. Moe, what do we do? Tsukasa pleads to me for guidance with a terrified cry. Doesn't seem to be a way to stop the Ferris wheel. Is there something we can do? I have no clue what that could be. Now's not the time to be sitting down. Gondola's off the ground. Even if we get the door open, we're way too high up to jump out. This is wrong. This is very wrong. Look at a machine that isn't being powered move on its own. Is there anything else I can examine? Anything else I can do? Okay, I can't sit down. You can scream at the window, but no one's around to hear. We need to do something ourselves. Oh my God! No way. There's a girl hanging in the air! Can't be. I don't want to look. But I can't tear my eyes away. That must be the corpse from the rumors. The corpse's skin is melting. It's been eaten away with acid. Also, the nose and eyes are in weird places. Also, it looks like something's sticking out of its face. Face have melted, the nose and mouth are in the wrong places. Why? Why is there a finger growing out of the face? There's no way. There's just no way unless it's a spirit, just like the great Kirazu. Moe, do you see that? There's a giant fly clinging to its face! It's eating the corpse! Oh no! The flies are coming into the gondola? Yep, this is how we got here. Damn it, what the hell? Tsukasa screams hysterically at the giant fly suddenly buzzing around us. All the shouting isn't making the situation better. What do we do, Moe? At this rate, we'll die? Can't let that happen. I don't want to die. 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 I'll definitely survive, together with Tsukasa. In order to do that... That's right, Tsukasa. Didn't you bring some insect repellent? Why would I randomly bring something like that? Did you have anything the bugs hate? Hell, Vino, don't ask me. Why don't you... No, wait a second. There's a certain smell that all bugs hate. Certain smell? The only thing I have in me right now that might give off a smell is the candy from the tin. Hard candy is licked, it gives... the scent it gives off is actually surprisingly strong. Big bug is still a bug. If we can force them to face their hated smell, they might scurry away. Hey, how long are you just gonna stand there? Hurry up and do something already! Right, now's not the time to be idly thinking I need to act. I don't want to die. I don't want to be responsible for Tsukasa getting killed either. Time to do things the only way I know how. Live or die! There are 3 flavors inside the tin. Melon, salt, and peppermint. Peppermint. Whichever one I lick, I hope to choose the right one. Liver I hate the most, but these bugs hate more. Take the peppermint flavored candy tin and give it several good licks. Strong scent of the peppermint fills the air around us, and when it does, flies start flying erratically as if they're trying to evade the smell. They flee outside through the hole in the window. Safe! I made the correct choice. Yeah, you did. Good job. Yes, it worked somehow. We chased them out. I see. So mint really is what most bugs hate. They can't stand the smell of peppermint. Way to go, Moe, for remembering that. Feel free to look me up as a role model. But I'm the one that taught you that. Told you my mom grew mint and used it as insect repellent, remember? I guess you did say something about that. Pretty unfazed by this. Clearly acting like you normally would and trying to take all the credit. Moe, look over there! Oh my god! And what's with these things? Oh, we need more peppermint smell, quick! Sorry. Got so spooked that I accidentally swallowed the candy. You what? Are you an idiot? Dogs just continue to come inside if there's nothing to drive them off. Oh, no. This is the end for us. This time the fly's food will be... Totally sympathize with them. I also don't want to be fly food. We have to do something to drive them away somehow. We're foes are monster flies that seem to be linked to a spirit. Shooting them away probably wouldn't do much. Love if we had some kind of powerful object like a warning talisman that bugs are viciously afraid of, but... Wait, we do! I believe skies will be there's things that like to eat them, like snakes and frogs. Tsukasa, try sticking the Karopo stickers around the hole in the window. What? What's that all of a sudden? Those frog stickers? What in the world is that gonna help? Stop thinking and just do it! Together, Tsukasa and I played placing a bunch around the hole. After we do... flies fly from the hole as if they're trying to get away from the frog stickers. Yeah! Oh, smart. That was definitely the correct choice. I miss the live or die moments from this game. They're so good. They were kind of absent in the second game. Like, you know, like they had a similar system in the second game, but like I love this so much more with like the spirit power being like a timer. We did it! Success! We give thanks to Karopo! You gotta be kidding me. Why did those stickers work? Frogs are a natural enemy of flies. It's obvious law that the god of the mountain laid down that even spirits can't violate. Survived! We were able to chase off the flies thanks to Karopo. And that's not all. So during the commotion, the hanging corpse disappeared. Oh, thank God. Whew. Notice I'm no longer trembling. Fear has left my body. There's a place of feeling that now fills me. Feeling is excitement. Oh, joy. Well, I guess we're returning to an old staple. God damn it, Moe! Heart is pounding so hard from the excitement of the situation that it surprises me. It's called adrenaline, and I don't think it's from excitement. Amazing. Hanging corpse and giant flies. Rumors of Karazu's amusement park are true. This is a major scoop, right? Ferris wheel's still moving. As creepy as it is that a rusted Ferris wheel is just moving on its own, I pray that it keeps going. It would suck if it suddenly stopped. Imagine surviving all this, just get stuck up in the air. Yeah, having to climb down would be so horrible. It would. Soon after we reach ground level. Door to the gondola thankfully unlocks. Tsukasa and I get out in a hurry. Finally back on solid ground. Tsukasa's condition is... He's been silent for a while now. Are you okay? I mean, I know you're down and all, but... What? How in the world could I be okay? Don't you understand? We were this close to dying! The fact that we're still breathing is a miracle! One wrong move, we could have ended up like that corpse! I'm sorry that you had a scary experience like that because of me. Don't misunderstand the situation. In the gondola, it was definitely your fault that I lost my temper, Moe. But I made the decision to come here on my own, so I take responsibility for those consequences. Plus, you did try and stop me, Moe. What a very earnest, Tsukasa-esque response. He speaks bluntly, but he's kind at heart. He is. He's a good kid. I don't think he was in the second game at all. But honestly, that's not really what I'm mad about. I'm worried about you, Moe. I still am. Now, even more so. Despite that terrifying near-death experience, you show no signs whatsoever of learning anything at all from it. That's not true. Sure doesn't seem that way. You screamed louder than I did, yet your face doesn't look as pale as it should be. I'm jealous of that thick-headedness. Have I mentioned how rude Tsukasa can be? He's be acting like his normal self, though. Were he a normal elementary schooler, this experience would no doubt traumatize him for life. I mean, I remember what happened to him when we went, into the school and everything. He survived and everything, like that one school from the first game. Yeah. So, he's a tough kid. But he survived the Mark incident. This experience will only toughen him up. Moe, let's hurry and get out of this amusement park before we have any more awful experiences tonight. That's not a bad idea. Oh my god! My heart. Yeah, what was that just now? A woman's spirit? Did you see it too, Moe? Spirit of one of the amusement park victims? This is bad. This is bad. We have to hurry out of here. Why did that fall over? Signboard here? Did the wind knock it down? Tsukasa's scowling, better get out of the park quickly. Oh no, we're trapped. Hang on. Just now, over in the direction of Torii Gate, I saw something move. Hey, Tsukasa. There's no reply. It looks like Tsukasa's already gone ahead. I swallowed hard. Is someone there? Slugman! There's something right under the Torii Gate! It's too dark to make out what it is. Looks like a person standing still, with slug as face parts. And other parts. The outline of their figure is wrong somehow. My heart begins to beat uncontrollably. I recall a memory of that time in H elementary school. The feeling of the air turning ice cold. That this thing is probably much more dangerous than the flies. A spirit. Watanabe. Shadow under the Torii Gate vanished. Just now, that thing said, Watanabe. Turned toward the exit and ran. I have to hurry and rejoin Tsukasa. Took you long enough, Moe. Even after I gave you all those warnings, you still went and took a detour. Moe? Took a small break on the way. I got tired from running is all. Guess that's normal since you don't exercise. Jeez, if you don't do any regular physical activity, you're gonna end up overweight. They say that women have a hard time burning off their subcutaneous fat, you know. I'll keep that in mind. Just keep quiet about what happened earlier. Tsukasa's already anxious. Don't want to make it worse. Let's go back, Moe. Looks like the bus will be here soon. At that point, we board the bus and leave Ace Amusement Park behind. I walk Tsukasa back to his house. As he says goodbye, he tells me this. Moe, don't go to H Amusement Park anymore. I want you to promise me. I don't answer him. I just wave my hand and say goodbye. Then I returned to my own house. Despite getting home so late, I somehow received no lecture. The fact that I have so many brothers is probably why our household is anything but overprotective. There are no expectations placed on me, so I don't have to stress about my bad grades. We're a carefree bunch, and I like it like that. After a bath, I quickly crawl into bed. I have homework to do, and I don't care anymore. Exhaustion from the night's events is too powerful. Close my eyelids. But I can't fall asleep right away. There's no way. My mind immediately starts thinking about H amusement park. Weird corpse at the Ferris wheel, the man-eating giant flies, that mysterious spirit. This is already a super strange case. I should probably hand this over to an adult. That's a sensible decision here. But if I do so, my scoop about Carouse's amusement park will no longer be mine. The thought is so frustrating. And besides... Watanabe. That mysterious spirit definitely called out my name. Moe Watanabe. I forgot that was her full name. I want to solve this mystery on my own. It's scary. If I'm going to be a journalist, I need a determined mindset. I have to decide. Do I go back this case? Do I back out of the case and leave it to an adult? Or do I continue pursuing the case on my own? What should I do? Oh! I'm gonna leave it to an adult. In other words, this investigation is gonna come to an end. Am I really okay with that? That's fine! Yeah, that's the right move. Kids should know their limits. I shouldn't do anything that's beyond my ability. Next day, I contact Yasuoka and tell her everything I know. After hearing me out, Yasuoka says to leave everything to her. Want to know what happens next? Go ask Yasuoka if you're so curious. It's her story, not mine. Oh! Ah, that's a game over! Oh. Decide again. I do love that they play the theme music. I love the theme music of this game. Made up my mind. I'll pursue this case with my own power. I may regret this decision later, though. I mean, we know she survives, because, you know, second game. But I finally was able to fall asleep. Maybe the relief from the resolution put my mind at ease. I definitely won't be having any good dreams tonight. But I don't think I'll be seeing any nightmares either. New info was added to the spirit file. I would love to save, yes. The next day, during class, I ignore my teacher, continue thinking about the case. What should I do for tonight's investigation? Giant flies, that mysterious spirit near the Torii Gate. H Amusement Park is obviously a super dangerous place. So there's no way I can bring Tsukasa back there again. But going in there alone is scary. Okay, I should get one of the mark bearers to help me. Mister's still missing, so it has to be someone else. And the one who suddenly comes to mind is... Mashita! Of course, it has to be Mashita. He can take initiative, he's got a sharp mind, he's strong, and he's not tied down by common sense. He does have flaws, of course. Clicks his tongue a lot and he's super blunt. And he got discharged for sexual harassment? Really? I did not know that! I feel like, I mean, like, I don't know. It does feel kind of like a Machida thing to do. Oh, wait, that was a false charge, wasn't it? Oh, right. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay, I was really worried for a second. I was like, come on, man. I love Machida. He got fired for, like, you know, like, sexual harassment. That's horrible. It's like, anyway. He's coming to help me investigate his spirit during the Mark incident with me. It'll definitely help if I talk to him. As school is out, I head to H City train station. After the Mark incident, Machida became a private detective. He's renting an office in the shopping district in front of the station. This is Detective Machida's office. I arrive at the intended building and descend the stairs. Come here 3 times. Every time I think to myself, why is his office underground? Feels like feel like this is inconvenient for clients to enter. Probably the only place he could afford. So much alcohol! So much alcohol! Excuse me. Door's unlocked, so I let myself in. Then I'm greeted by a bleak office with bare concrete walls as decoration. If I worked in a place like this, I get depressed really easily. Machida sure is a tough one. Someone's here digging deep into a locker. That uniform can only belong to... Hey, Sho! Who the hell? Oh, hey, Watanabe. You scared me. I thought you were Machida. This is Sho Nakashima, a third-year high school student and also a former delinquent. Among the mark bearers, he's the closest to my age. He's also pretty talkative. Seems to respect Machida a lot. I do remember that they said that Sho was, like, working for Machida. So, yeah. Why are you here, Sho? Didn't I tell you? I help out the boss after school. I'm a private detective assistant. Pretty cool, right? That totally doesn't suit you. You don't come off as a detective's assistant. A Yakuza underling would be more fitting for you. Come on, you're gonna make me cry. Well, the truth is, I'm not. I did ask him to make me his assistant, but he denied me. After some persistence, he let me do chores for him. I come by here once every day to clean his office. Sho really is obediently following what Machida tells him. By the way, where is Machida? That's what I want to know too. 1 week ago, he and old man Yashiki went out somewhere. He hasn't been back since then. Oh! So they're together, probably working on something. I wonder if maybe that's a reference for what they... No. Because this takes place before Death Mark 2. And Death Mark 2 happens before NG. I know that now. Because I was thinking, like, oh, maybe this is when, like, you know, they did, like, because there was, like, the bad ending of NG, where he and Machida went to, like, the protagonist after the protagonist went, like, crazy. So, I'm not sure, but it must be something else. He's not even picking up his cell. Mister's not just out, he's actually with Machida when he went missing. Those two were investigating a bizarre incident. What kind of incident? No idea, which is what bothers me. He wouldn't tell me what it was. That's why I figured I'd try digging around his office. If he left a report or notes about the incident, then I could figure out where he was headed or something. I see, so that's why he's digging around in the locker when I showed out. The incident those two are investigating, I'm interested in learning about it too. Okay, I'll help you out. Let's get searching, Sho. You're sure excited, Watanabe? Why wouldn't I be? It's a rare chance to be able to scoop out Machida's office after all. Interesting. Holmes' shrine that feels out of place for a detective's office. Make an earnest request to the gods for protection. She's investigating a bizarre incident. Something like that must be done properly. If I grew up, I'll be haunted by spirits. Row of binders lined up in the locker. A bunch of them mostly unused. Makes sense. You started working as a private detective recently. Only a few binders are in use. I scanned the labels on their spines. I stopped at the one binders. Words on the spine's label are Missing Persons Case, 8's Amusement Park. This is... I take the binder in my hands and open it. Inside are several sheets of documents and notes. Looks like Mr. and Mashita were looking into the rumors about H Amusement Park. Started 2 weeks ago. They were asked by someone from a property company for help. Looking into redeveloping H Amusement Park, there are weird rumors that are giving us trouble. Can you look into it? Was their request. First thing they did was gather reports on the amusement park's history. Documents in the binder are what they discovered. Park closed down due to rumors about the Great Kurazu. It's all stuff I already know. This I didn't know about. It says before the park was built, there was a shrine. That makes sense with the Torii Gate. On A Mountain, where H Amusement Park is, there was once a shrine built back in the Meiji period. It was a small Tenmongoose shrine that was devoted to the gods of learning, Sugawara no Michizane. But 30 years ago, H Amusement Park was built on the place where the shrine was. The Torii Gate in the park originally was part of the shrine. The shrine was torn down, the park was built on its ruins. Oh, that doesn't seem like a good idea. The shrine's god was enraged and became a vengeful deity. Thus, the spirit called the Great Kurazu was born. That sure is an unbelievable story. But unbelievable? Are you sure? I see. Cho is reading the documents alongside me. His face is completely stiff. Almost like it's taking everything he has to stop from freaking out. Yeah, he's really scared of paranormal things. All the talk of spirits in the documents probably spooked him. Final page says, follow-up investigation required. In other words, this was written when they were still in the middle of their investigation. And they'll learn something new afterwards. I should ask Mashita about it if I meet him. New information was added. Good. So much alcohol. In the corner is a rack full of alcohol bottles, all lined up. I've had this question since the last time I visited this place. I'll try asking Sho about it. Hey, why is there alcohol here? Mashita loves his alcohol. He drinks that expensive-looking brandy straight at night, you know. It's not what I mean. Isn't this supposed to be his workplace? Well, it's his company and his office. If he wants alcohol in here, it's gonna be here. Former cop, I figured he'd be more strict about things like that. Mashita's surprisingly sloppy. Chief Mashita's desk, writing tools, a computer, and a phone. Pretty much all his important things in one place. Also a mountain of cigarette boxes, as you'd expect from a heavy smoker. He looked through everything on his desk and on the computer, couldn't find any useful info. So she already finished looking everything over. And what about the drawer? No, I didn't touch it. Did you see what's written there? Joe points to the desk drawer. Do not touch. There's a note written in red pen stuck to the drawer. Let's open it anyway. One is obviously directed at Sho, but I'm not Sho, so it must not apply to me. That's not how that works. I ignore the notes command and open the drawer. There was an alarm planted on it? Or would there be something like that there? So freaking loud! Let's not hurry up and do something! Do something, he says. What am I supposed to do about an alarm? Break it? This is all I can think to do. Throw the alarm on the floor and stop on it repeatedly until it finally stops. No! He's not gonna be happy. We've done it now. How do we explain this to the boss? Yeah, when the time comes, I'll take blame with you when he scolds us. More importantly, time to look through the drawer's contents. If you install an alarm, that means there's gotta be some important stuff in there. I bet there's a gun in there. What should we look at? The paper bag! Old photo. Picture in a photo of Machina and a man. There's a date in the corner. It was taken 5 years ago. She was wearing a police uniform. Uniform means that's when he was on the police box duty. I remember hearing police detectives wear plain clothes. And surprise of all surprises is the smile present on Machina's face. Mandor recognizes holding a lighter, same one Machina's always carrying. That lighter was a memento from his senior, if I recall correctly. Which means the man next to Machida is a senior. Photo must mean a lot to him. I feel like I just invaded someone's privacy. I'm really sorry about that, Machida. Well, hey, at least we're getting a little more on Machida. The black device. Squarish device made from plastic. It's easy to grasp and grip, and there's some metal spikes jutting out of it. This is a stun gun? I hold it, it feels quite light. It'd be good for self-defense, huh? Don't know if it would work on a serious, but at least it would keep me safe from delinquents. Let's go ahead and borrow this, Machida. I got a stun gun! What should we look at next? The paper bag! Pretty ordinary brown paper bag. Looks like there's something inside it. Press my fingers against the paper bag to feel the item without touching it. I'll also carry in one hand, made of metal and tip is cylinder-shaped. Is this a... Cold sweat breaks out. This is a gun! We're just gonna pretend we didn't even notice that thing. That concludes the examination of the drawer. Shame there wasn't a clue about where Machida was headed. Anything... Oh, is his clothes. A steel coat stand with a variety of coats and suits hanging off it. Oh, there's a deep red shirt. Machida wears stuff like this too. It's a surprise. I guess he has a taste for flashy colors. Generic office furniture. It's all perfectly polished and everything. I've literally never seen it used. His clients don't even come to the office in the first place. When he sees you make a seriously expression, she begins to explain. The other requests the boss man gets are from old lady Yasuoka. His meetings happen outside a lot. Then why does he need an office? Hell if I know, ask the boss. TV! Large old-style television. In the rack beneath it is a video cassette player. Hey, Sho, what kind of programs does Machida watch? Boss doesn't watch any TV. Doesn't use TV for other than watching videotapes of information. Sounds very much like a Machida thing to do. Fits my image of him, but it's also boring. Ha ha ha! Expect it to be some kind of unknown quirk. Maybe he watches animal programs or is super into variety shows. Done looking through all the areas of interest. So the boss was with the old man. And they're really headed for H amusement park? Seems like it. But if we can't get in contact with them, that means the Grikurazu may have gotten them. Hey, Watanabe, you know what's going on? Come on, spit it out then. The anxiety in my chest grows. I want to unload everything that's happened on someone. So I tell Sho everything that happened the night before. So what's that mean? The reason the boss and the old man are missing is because of the spirit? Maybe. There's no way. A powerful duo wouldn't let any spirit beat them. Yeah, but I'm still worried. Well, I guess there's a possibility. They do well in fights, but if someone gets behind them with a bat on the night road, they're out. Show rose the back of his own head. Was he talking about his own experience just now? What's up, you're going to H Amusement Park, right? Yep, this is the scoop I just can't ignore. And take me with you too. You may need the muscle. Really? You sure? You gonna be okay? There'll definitely be spirits. That won't be a big deal. A girl like you is preparing for the worst, so I gotta man up. No way am I gonna let myself be scared. When it comes to spirits, I don't think it really makes a difference if you're a boy or a girl, though. In any case, I'm happy the show is coming. Thank you, show. Not doing it for you. If the boss and the old man are in a tough spot, this is my chance to have a Moe one, right? Heard that show caused some trouble for Mister during the Red Riding Hood incident. Oh, right, he got affected by the spirit. If you look at it that way, then I also caused some trouble for him during the Hanahiko incident. Heck, if I do this well, the boss might even fully accept me as his assistant. And I can graduate from doing chores. I want to be accepted as a journalist. Show wants to be accepted as an assistant. We're pretty alike. When Show and I exit the office, it's already dark outside. Let's begin the night investigation. Or maybe not, please? I don't want to go back there. Take the bus from the station and head to H Amusement Park. Yesterday I didn't believe that there were any spirits there, but tonight is different. There's definitely something in that park. The air around H Amusement Park is the same as yesterday, along with the same faint, unpleasant chill. Oh man. If the old man's car was here, it'd be a quick way to know whether or not he came here. Didn't you say it was in the garage? Yeah. If he was coming here, why wouldn't he take his car? I'm not sure. Maybe he came here after dropping by the boss's office. Not much parking space in H City train station. It'd be a hassle to try parking a car or a bike. I see now. Alright, Watanabe. You brought your cell phone, right? Yep, got it right here. Pulled out my cell phone from my bag and showed it to him. Bought it with money from my part-time job. Cool. We should be good then. Forgot mine at home. If we have an emergency situation and need to call for help, I'll be counting on you. You got it. Before putting it back in my bag, I checked the signal. Antenna display keeps jumping between strong signal and weak. Seems like connection is not great. We're on a mountain. I wonder if there's a network station nearby. Alright. Let's go ahead and make our presence known. Lead the way, Watanabe! Well, I think actually that will just about do it for this episode. We're going to be heading on in next time. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Appreciate you being here with me. Yeah. I'm going to do my best to get, like, the good ending and not the bad ending, because apparently there is, like, you know, just like, as with all the other chapters, like, you can either pacify the spirit or destroy it. And I don't really feel like seeing the bad ending, honestly. I don't want these kids to get hurt. So I'm going to shoot for the good ending. If I don't get it, I'll figure out what I need to do for the good ending, and I'll show it to you. But either way, thanks again, everybody. And as always, if you enjoyed this as much as I did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe it if you're not already. Ring the bell for all them notifications. And until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Greetings, friends! Did you know that I have a Patreon, which will help not only keep the channel alive, but allow me to buy more toys for my cats? And really, that is the most important thing I need the Patreon for. So, join my Patreon today to keep my kitties happy.